connecting with purpose. It's something that underpins effectiveness in all acts of initiative, leadership, community development. I recently got the opportunity to interview someone I've long admired, a woman who has connected with purpose in such a strong way. She's got experience in corrections, in mining, in health, in business development. She was elected Citizen of the Year in the city of Darwin, and she's just been this energetic agent of positive social change. Nicole Brown. Our conversation was guided by one question whose thread ran through every topic. That question is probably best to hear direct from Nicole.
What legacy do we leave on the world?
As a leader, what legacy do you leave on the world? These are questions that are crucially important for us to understand. The setting of intention enables effectiveness in leadership. It enables you to do what you do best. If you'd like to learn more about how you can set intentions, why don't you click on subscribe, and we'll talk more about that later. But first, let's hear how Nicole has set her intention to help her make social change.
Being each other's biggest supporters, biggest champions. Again, back to the journey that I'm on, especially, I guess, in the Indigenous women's space, it's a really big passion of mine.
Another critical thing that Nicole thinks is important for any leader to think about is, how do you bring up those that will replace you? How do you support the next generation of leaders? Nicole had some insights on this. Let's listen.
Working with the next generations, another big passion to identify tomorrow's leaders. As a strong Indigenous female within my community, I'm already succession planning. I'm already looking for the next me to kind of help grow over the next couple of years and, mentor them, help them find their voice, help them find what they're passionate about, so that we've got really strong female leaders coming up in the ranks. I also often, I guess, reflect and acknowledge on those trailblazers that came before me, because if they hadn't led the way, then I wouldn't be on the path that I'm on now. And we can't forget those that have gone before us.
You can see why I admire Nicole so much. I especially like that last part. We can't forget those that have gone before us. Each of us stands on the shoulder of those that have come before. Nicole recognizes this.
I'm trying to, I guess, change the narrative, change the stereotype. There are some really good kids out there, and I want to, I guess, educate non-Indigenous people. I feel that, there's a lot more input that needs to happen with tailored programs, individual programs for young people.
In every interview, I ask my counterparts a question around a big idea, something that they think would make a tangible difference in the world. Nicole's got a vast experience across different sectors. Her ideas around connecting with purpose, around listening to end users and incorporating their feedback, their needs, their suggestions of what is needed prior to decisions being made. Let's hear from her about this big idea and how it could be implemented.
I had a really good conversation a couple of weeks ago with someone about creating an Indigenous version of the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, tailored to our young people, tailored to what we as Indigenous leaders, and co-designed with young people. We need to listen. We need them, again, to find their voice, to tell us what they are feeling, what they are going through.
When talking with Nicole, you can't help but to feel better. There's a positive energy about the things that are taking place in her community. Nicole's working hard, and she's connected with purpose to make a difference. Let's hear a little bit more about this passion.
We've got to listen. We can't keep, I guess, band-aiding solutions and chucking programs at them that they don't even want to do. Imagine what you could have done with money when you actually talk to community leaders, talk to the young people, and you actually worked on something together, because they're the ones that are going to have to benefit from these outcomes. Shouldn't they be the ones kind of working with us to tell us what interests them?
If you're like me, there's times when you look at the needs of the world and think they're far too great, that it sometimes becomes overwhelming. I asked Nicole, what are the things that she does to enable her constant positivity? And she's mentioned that she concentrates on those that she serves and plants seeds of hope.
Meaningful engagement. It's not about box ticking. How do people with an appetite for reconciliation meaningfully engage with Indigenous people? Those that are authentically wanting to walk a reconciliation journey, I want to walk that journey with you. I invite you to walk the journey with me. Reconciliation is powerful. It is being present. It is educating. And I feel co-educating it is. It's I want to listen to you about what you think about my people. And then you can listen to me about what it is to be a Indigenous person living presently, the challenges that we face, what we've overcome, and what makes us us.
I asked Nicole what the best way was for people to get in contact with her. And she said,
For people to get in contact with me and those that want to, I guess, walk a meaningful reconciliation journey, just connect with me on LinkedIn, reach out via private message. If you're ever in Darwin, let's catch up for coffee. I love getting out there and putting a face to a name. I love chatting with people just like I'm with you, James, today.
Thank you so much for coming on, Nicole. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me today, James.